Welcome to all of our friends here and abroad. Today we're going to speak about life, health, and healing. I want to remind you of Proverbs chapter 4, verses 20 to 23. My son, attend to my words and incline your ear to my sayings. Let them not depart from your eyes. That means keep reading them all the time. Keep them in the midst of your heart. That means think about them often, for they are life unto all that find them. That means you need to understand them, and they are health to all their flesh. To live in divine health, which is life's blessings, we must understand certain fundamental truths. The first truth is, where does all life come from? The Bible tells us God created all life from the miraculous divine substance, the substance of life. It was filled with God's thoughts, with His words concerning the function of all life and health. So we must pay close attention to what the Word says about life, health, and healing. The miraculous divine substance is the principle of life itself, which is that there is one living substance from which all life comes from, and it is life. The creation of man is one expression of the divine substance, in which God placed in that substance the principle of life, by which all the voluntary functions of life, when perfectly performed, keeps a person healthy by thinking in a particular scriptural way. That is, thinking in a constructive, spiritual way. The way is defined in Proverbs 4:20. And the word there is for you. So if we follow His word perfectly, I say perfectly, we will live in health, and we will know that the reason we live in health and are able to realize healing is because of our faith in God and our faith in put into obedience to His words. That activates the principle or operation of health in our bodies. It is our faith that activates the principle of health, and it produces healing or a continuous healthy condition in our bodies. Everyone born has the principle of life in him. If you didn't, you wouldn't be alive. The principle operates perfectly by faith. It operates the same in all people. Faith calls the function of the principle into action. No matter what the treatment may be, it will fail. No matter what treatment or remedy used, it'll fail if the principle is not called into action by faith. So never say something is hopeless. Hopelessness robs faith of its function. So this tells you that all depends on how a person thinks about the remedy or treatment he chooses. Everything has to do with how and what we believe. You see, the healer, Jesus, is in you. The healing power is in you. Jesus said to the woman with the issue of blood, "Your faith has made you whole." The principle of health was in her. She activated it by the way she thought. The principle is dormant, or it becomes active according to the way a man thinks. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Man can always quicken healing into activity by the way he thinks. The way a person thinks about things is determined by what they believe about themselves and their beliefs. And a person's thoughts are determined by faith, and the results depend on the way they think and their personal approach and application of their faith. You must personally apply the principle to yourself. Thoughts and actions act the way you think and believe within you. Amen.